Nature's rebels, silent invaders, and botanical conquerors. These are the captivating tales of invasive plants. While many plants peacefully coexist in our gardens and ecosystems, some exhibit an audacious spirit, overpowering native species and reshaping landscapes with their unstoppable growth. Among these horticultural outlaws are the notorious lily of the valley, Lantana Camara, big leaf lupines, honeysuckle, tree of heaven, and Cogongrass. Prepare to be both enthralled and alarmed as we delve into the world of these botanical invaders and discover native alternatives that offer respite to our ecological heritage. Lily of the Valley, a perennial plant, grows rapidly from underground rhizomes and from seed. This lush green plant produces delicate white flowers that resemble tiny bells on stalks, which give off a heavenly sweet scent. It's no surprise that they have been featured in numerous bridal bouquets throughout history. Additionally, they are believed to be a symbol of good fortune and love. Lily of the Valley is originally from Central Asia and Europe, but it has become invasive in many areas of the United States and Canada. It has been officially labeled as invasive in states like Alaska and Wisconsin, and can also be found growing in the wild in the Northwest, Northeast, Southeast, and some states in the plains. Another reason to avoid lily of the valley is because every part of the plant, from the leaves to the roots, is poisonous and contains a chemical that can cause illness to humans and pets. Be sure to watch both your children and pets near this plant. Lantana Camara is posing a threat to crucial ecosystems in India, including the habitat of tigers. It's also threatening Australia, Hawaii, California, and parts of Texas, where it's become invasive. Lantana Camara is an invasive species that can wreak havoc on gardens and wild areas, as well as pose a significant threat to animals and children. While it produces berries like other lantana plants, the berries of Lantana Camara are particularly dangerous, even appearing edible to the untrained eye. The berries are highly toxic, especially when not fully ripe, and have been known to sicken and even kill cattle that consume them. Lantana is known for its extensive seed production, which contributes to its widespread proliferation. Lantana also have the ability to sprout a completely new plant if just a piece of the stem drops to disturbed ground. If you want to keep your furry friends safer, a native alternative to lantana are verbena plants, which also have flower clusters but are not typically invasive. Verbena plants are mostly safe around children and pets, just don't buy the purple ones, because they are also poisonous. Another native option would be the sparkler arrowwood viburnum, which is a Native American species of viburnum. Its name stems from the sparkling appearance of its blooms. This plant features large oval-shaped leaves and produces clusters of white or cream-colored flowers. Big leaf lupines are an excellent source of nectar for pollinators and have been recognized to draw in hummingbirds. This plant offers essential regulating ecosystem services thanks to its deep roots that help prevent erosion. Additionally, it's a legume that fixes nitrogen and replenishes it in the soil. The western ecosystems in the Pacific Northwest heavily rely on big leaf lupine as a key component, but they've become invasive in parts of the Midwest and Northeast, specifically in regions from Minnesota to Maine, and also in parts of Europe, specifically in Norway and even in Iceland. These plants produce pods between June and August that are dangerous for livestock and other animals because they have high levels of alkaloid compounds. They seem most dangerous for sheep, but they can also cause birth defects in cows. This plant could also harm household pets if they were to ingest it. In many places, it seems that lupines have caused quite a conflict. Some people want to kill it because of its invasive nature, and others love it for its beauty. What's your opinion? If you have lupines, lantana, or lily of the valley in your area, tell me if they are a love or a hate. Invasive honeysuckle species, such as the Japanese honeysuckle, have become prevalent across North America. The dense foliage of invasive honeysuckle creates a thick understory, suppressing the growth of native plant species that provide important food and shelter for wildlife. This alteration of the plant community structure adversely affects insects, birds, and other animals that rely on native plants for their survival. Additionally, the dense growth of honeysuckle shrubs can hinder the movement of larger animals such as deer and small mammals, further impacting biodiversity. Controlling invasive honeysuckle requires a multifaceted approach that includes manual removal, herbicide application, and ongoing monitoring. However, eradication efforts can be challenging and time-consuming, as honeysuckle has the ability to resprout from cut stumps and recover from disturbance. Preventing the spread of honeysuckle is crucial, as early intervention can help minimize the long-term damage to native ecosystems. The good news is that not all types of honeysuckle are invasive. Most native honeysuckle vines do not have an invasive nature. Another native alternative to honeysuckle is CLEMATIS VIORNA. CLEMATIS VIORNA is a beautiful perennial plant that produces delicate bell-shaped flowers in shades of pink, purple, and white. It's native to the southeastern United States and can grow up to 8 feet tall. CLEMATIS VIORNA is a popular choice for gardeners and landscaping due to its striking appearance, easy maintenance, and non-invasive nature. Another notorious invasive plant that deserves attention is Cogongrass. Cogongrass, also known as Japanese bloodgrass, is a perennial grass species that's native to Southeast Asia. It has become a highly problematic invasive species in many parts of the world, including in the southeastern United States. Cogongrass spreads rapidly through an extensive network of underground rhizomes, forming dense monocultures that outcompete native vegetation. Its aggressive growth, high reproductive rate, and ability to tolerate a wide range of environmental conditions make it extremely difficult to control and eradicate. To combat the invasive nature of Cogongrass and restore balance to ecosystems, it's essential to consider non-invasive native alternatives. Here are some suggestions. Switchgrass is a native grass species that provides excellent habitat and food for wildlife. Eastern gamma grass is a warm season perennial grass that's well adapted to moist habitats. It forms clumps and offers excellent erosion control and habitat for wildlife. Purple lovegrass is a native grass species that displays beautiful purple-tinged flowers and thrives in dry, sandy soils. Next up on the list is the Tree of Heaven. Now, I wasn't going to talk about the Tree of Heaven in this series, but so many commenters wrote in about it that I felt like I should. Originally, I felt like this wasn't a plant that you would ever see at a nursery, but shocker, I was able to find it pretty easily for sale when I looked online. The Tree of Heaven is an invasive species that warrants attention due to its aggressive nature and widespread presence. Originating from East Asia, the Tree of Heaven was introduced to North America as an ornamental tree and since has become a formidable invader in urban, suburban, and natural areas. This fast-growing tree can reach impressive heights of up to 80 feet tall, and it produces numerous seeds that are dispersed by the wind, allowing it to colonize vast areas quickly. It has the ability to thrive in a wide range of soil conditions and can even tolerate pollution, making it a common sight in vacant lots and roadsides. The invasiveness of the Tree of Heaven poses a threat to native ecosystems as it outcompetes native plants for resources. Additionally, its root system can produce toxins that inhibit the growth of nearby plants, further impacting biodiversity. The Tree of Heaven's rapid growth and prolific reproduction make it difficult to control once it establishes itself in an area. As an alternative to the invasive Tree of Heaven, I have a predilection for flowering trees. I would choose a magnolia. The cucumber magnolia is a deciduous tree that can grow up to 80 feet tall and 40 feet wide. It's known for its distinctive cucumber-like fruit and yellow-green flowers that bloom in the spring. This tree has a moderate growth rate, but it's the fastest growing magnolia tree, and it's hardy in zones 4 through 8 and native to North America. This video is the third part to a series I've done on invasive plants. The first two videos, The Most Dangerous Plants Part 1 and Part 2, I discussed how I live in Zone 7 in the northeastern United States. It's important to note that not all plants mentioned as invasive in this video may be invasive in every region. Invasive tendencies and impacts can vary depending on factors such as climate, soil conditions, and local ecosystems. The intention of this video is to raise awareness about commonly recognized invasive species and provide suggestions for non-invasive native alternatives. When considering which plants to incorporate into your garden or landscape, you can consult with local gardening or horticultural experts. Regional botanical gardens, agricultural extension offices, or native plant societies can provide valuable insights into plants that are well suited for your specific geographical location. Thanks for watching today. This is a new channel, and it would really help me grow if you would like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day.